So, in accordance with the lecture of Dr. Katsu, the Casta paintings were a series of paintings that were made to portray the social and racial culture within Latin America. The paintings showed the class system, where white Europeans were on top, indigenous peoples in the middle, and African slaves at the bottom. The paintings used colors and symbols to show the different ethnicities living within the New World and their respective economic or social class within the region. In contrast, though, they do show the beauty of Latin America, as it shows the food and the unique fruits and plants grown within the region. So the top of the social and racial hierarchy shown by the Casta paintings would be the pure Spanish European men, as they're usually portrayed in the first paintings within the series of the Casta paintings by the artists. They are also together with an elite indigenous woman who they would marry. The bottom of the paintings represented the African slaves, as the Spanish saw them as the darkest in terms of the skin color, therefore being the lowest within the social class or hierarchy. The mestizos represented children born of a Spanish man and an indigenous woman. Mulattoes represented children born of a Spanish man and an African woman. And castizos represented children born of a Spanish man and a mestizo woman. I was impressed by this certain painting because I always had the idea that the Spanish colonizers would always be disrespectful or harmful towards those of a darker skin tone during their time, especially towards African slaves or African women. But this painting surprised me as it shows really good care and kindness of a Spanish or European person towards an African woman and a child. Compared to some other paintings that show harm or disrespectful sense towards some of the indigenous or African people, this painting gives a different perspective on that certain concept. Albinism was something strange or new to the Spaniards within the New World, and they could only come up with many different theories to explain why or how albino children were born or created. Within Cabrera's paintings, he shows that albino children are born through Spanish men and women of a darker color, following a certain theory that albino children were only born through this specific method. Cabrera, as well as other Casta painters, correlate albinism with darker skin colors, and Cabrera also shows how both paintings gives a lot of attention and love towards their child of a strange skin color or tone during the time. The Casta paintings depict this hierarchy of race and color, and I believe these paintings are somewhat relative today with the issue of racism within countries of the modern day. Even though I don't agree with the idea of the paintings representing this at all, they are still important to learn about and understand for the history of Latin America. And they are still relevant today in showing the beauty of the area or the region, as well as the crops and foods native to the countries that are grown to this day.